Alright, everybody. So, I was at the first spot and I wanted to do a freaking tour, and that didn't go through. Family came through and they wanted to do their little picnic for the day, so I was just like, fuck it, dipped out. So, what I want to do today is I want to reveal my Jeep. Now, it is a Jeep, it's a 1997 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo. And I think in the first video, I'm going to try to give you the history of how I bought the Jeep and how pretty much I've come across to getting the Jeep and everything like that. But so far, this thing is awesome. I love this Jeep. Yes, there are some quirks to it. Yeah, I got to put some work into it and everything like that. But honestly, I kind of asked for one. I kind of asked for a vehicle that I could do some work on it, that I could freaking make it my own. And she's a beaut, man. She's a beaut. So let's take you around the Jeep and let me explain a couple things. I'm probably going to take you under the hood a little bit because the guy before me that had the Jeep, he actually did some work on the Jeep. You can actually see the thing has a new starter. It had its oil changed and all of that. And I mean, as far as the shocks on the back, I don't think those are factory shocks, because I mean, personally, I don't know. He could have put aftermarket shocks on them or what, but it is what it is. So, in the back here, what I have is hold on. All right. So, going back to the tour of my Jeep, I got my cooler. Pretty much keep my beers, keep my drinks, and everything like that. Yeah, I know it's a cheap cooler. I bought it for like $2 at Walmart. But hey, this is your freaking channel where you try to turn something ordinary into something extraordinary. I took an ordinary freaking cooler, turned it into something extraordinary, and that's the cooler in the back of my Jeep. Saved me hell of a lot of cash. But am I going to upgrade next year? Most likely, yeah. Most likely going to upgrade to something. Got my jacks. Always need a pair of jacks, or at least a set 4 jacks or whatever, to work on your vehicle. I'm going to be working on this vehicle a lot. I'm going to be, I've already done the back brakes. I'm going to be doing the front brakes. I'm going to be doing a lot of work underneath the vehicle, and it's just safety measure. I got my rods. I carry at least 2-3 rods on me at all times. I got a little chair. The tackle box, always important. Always taking this thing out all the time. Let's see, I got some extra stuff back here for the next project. I'm working on the liner and everything like that. I got my toolbox that I should hopefully be upgrading pretty soon, or probably, honestly, probably in the winter. I'm going to be upgrading the toolbox. I got my tool bag with all my extra sets of tools and just every other thing else that I need. Got my tent. What else? I got my stuff that I wear whenever it gets rainy outside, and I'm always fishing out in the rain. Got the hat. This hat I really got from Cheek. I don't really like it. I'm gonna try to upgrade, get me something different, but I keep that in here. I got the hammock. It's great, honestly. You pull this Jeep up near any tree, you can set this hammock, freaking strap it to your Jeep, and just boom, there you go. I've had people come up to me and they've been like, I wish I lived your life, just because I was sitting out there chilling by the lake and probably just took a nap and everything. I have also another Bluetooth speaker. So I think I'm also going to upgrade this Bluetooth speaker to something better, just cause. But I was out drinking with a friend of mine, and we were listening to some music and shit like that, and it was playing off of this. It was pretty nice. I do gotta recharge the battery, but it was pretty freaking nice. Extra rope. So if you're ever like me, you're out in the woods all the time, you could always use some extra rope. You never know, you could help somebody out that's stuck somewhere or whatever. Not the tow rope that you can use for your car, but just the extra rope that you need to climb down somewhere or whatever, camping wise. always extra rope. I got the fluids that I need, and I also got me a fire starter. Keep fire starters in my Jeep at all times because one, you could get stuck out there. I keep some extra food in my Jeep too, so you could freaking start a fire and make your own food. Two, whenever you're out there, say you're out date night and you bring out the freaking wooden stove and you throw one of these things in there. Dude, we've been out in the middle of the fucking city, had the freaking wood burning stove, threw one of these things in there and had one hell of a great night. These things will turn your night into something really decent. And they're biodegradable and all that, so pretty much you can get near these things and you're not inhaling any crazy shit. So, another thing I got back here is my live well. It's crazy. Like I makeshifted this live well out of like a bunch of bags. You may think that it doesn't work, but it works. I haven't put any fish in here at all yet because every time I catch a fish, I always throw them back or whatever. Catch and release, guys, catch and release. But I always throw them back. So I got that. I got my net. I got my toolbox. I got the freaking headliner wiring up in here that I freaking took down because I'm repainting the whole entire headliner. And I'll tell you about that later. Stick to the end of the video, stick to the end of this video, and I'll tell you about the headliner and how I'm trying to redo the whole entire Jeep to basically change it to what I want it to be. Alright, so other than that, you pretty much got your basic inside. You got, I'm not really gonna take you to the inside because it's just basic. It's your basic inside of your Jeep. If you've been in any vehicle, you know what the inside of a fucking vehicle looks like. I haven't changed the interior at all. I'm still working on the headliner. Still got to take that all down and everything like that. So what I'm going to take you into now is under the hood of the Jeep, so I can show you what it looks like under there. But any person that owns a Jeep, any person that works on vehicles are going to be like, whatever. But at the end of the day, that's going to be where I am. And then at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you what my thoughts of this Jeep and what I'm going to be doing for the future for this Jeep. What's my build? Oh, and I'm also going to tell you the name of my Jeep. I've actually named my Jeep. She has a first name and a last name. So stay tuned and you'll find out all that. Alright guys, so I'm going to take you into the engine bay. I'm going to tell you pretty much what it looks like, what I'm planning on doing to the engine and everything like that. Forgive me for how I'm going to be swerving this thing a little bit. I don't really have the means to flip my camera around. I know it sounds stupid, but that's one of the upgrades in life. Got to get a new phone. So, alright. So far with my engine, it's pretty freaking decent right now. Standard, stock engine. The guy before me, he replaced the starter. I don't know if you can really see it down there. But he also, see, right down there, he replaced the starter. He replaced the oil filter, so you can obviously tell that it's been changed recently. Let's see, probably he did like the piping and all that. And it doesn't look like he really did anything like all aftermarket. It really looks like this guy just kind of bought it, kept it for his wife, and it kind of looked like his kids took it off roading, or he took it off roading and shit like that. The more I know about Jeeps, the more I'm finding out how can you like ruin a transfer case. Oh, give me a second. Alright, now that's over. The more that I learn about Jeeps, the more that I'm figuring out how to maintain them, how to diagnose certain things. I mean, the crack alone, I think the mechanic said that there was something wrong with the lining in the Jeep. He said that there was something wrong with it or something like that. Something that I could really kind of fix easily. Luckily, I have an uncle, I have a couple friends that know a lot about automotive, so we could just drink some beer, freaking hang out, and start working on it. But, like I said, the more I know about this Jeep, the more I learn about it, the more I'm like, okay, so this is what I'm thinking about doing. Like, the fuel injectors, I'm thinking about doing a complete fuel injector swap. Like, the more I look at it, I'm like, okay, so these aren't brand new fuel injectors, these aren't crazy fuel injectors, but did something that now shooting this video, I'm like, all right, well, that's something I probably got to work on. And then next thing I found out that one of them is probably dead or something like that. And then another thing, long term, because I've heard countless. I've been on YouTube, I've been watching all these videos, and one thing I hear about when the guys get their first vehicle is they change the intake. I want to do that, but I want to do that to where it can help my vehicle. Like, I want to put vents in my vehicle, in my freaking roof, but my girlfriend, she's totally against it. Sorry, just looking down here. But I want to put roof vents in here just to decrease the heat. Like, my vehicle currently runs at, like, the hottest it gets is probably 216 degrees. And I mean, it just maintains it. It doesn't, it's not like it goes to 200, 300, whatever. It just maintains 216 degrees constant. But there's some days where I'll be out driving and I'm just like, man, I bet you'd be a lot better if I just, like, you know, decrease that heat just a little bit, you know? I'm constantly thinking about that. And I watch the guys, I watch the YouTubers, I watch Donut, I watch D&E in the Garage, Scotty Kilmer, all those guys, Chris Fixit, all those guys, and they always say, don't mess with it. Don't mess with it unless you know what you're doing. And honestly, I'll probably end up working on the throttle body. I'll probably end up working on, like, my oxygen. Well, I'm working on my oxygen sensors right now, but I'll probably be working on my throttle body or my computer or something like that before I probably touch this. I know what kind I want to do. There's another YouTuber. I'll probably put him down in the description below, and he talks all about how he did his and everything like that, and I thought that was cool. And I'm just like, my thing that I want for my Jeep is, yeah, it's something that I want to do off-road, but it's going to be like something that I drive every day. It's going to be something that if I want to go out on a road trip with my girlfriend, I can. And if I see somebody down on the side of the road, I can pull them over and I'd be like, hey, let me help you out. You need a jump, boom, you got to jump. You need this or that, or you need like an extra, like some gas in your vehicle, come with me. We'll put some gas in your vehicle. You pay me some couple extra bucks, and I'll be able to, like, you know, help you out. That's kind of what I want my Jeep build to be. So, now saying all that, taking you around the Jeep, showing you the back, showing you under the hood, pretty much just showing you the side. I'm going to take you to the inside, and we're going to talk about, well, actually, no. I'm not going to take you to the inside because we're at the lake. We're at this beautiful scenery. I'm going to take you over here, do a little bit of fishing, and I want to tell you what I plan on doing for this Jeep.